The euphoria surrounding the return of the victorious members of the Indian cricket team who lifted the T20 World Cup in the USA and West Indies, well, it has been palpable throughout the day. But of course, we were never going to miss up on a chance of getting to hear them speak. It was one thing being able to celebrate with them, quite the other to hear them speak. And of course, when the players reached the Wankhede Stadium for the felicitation ceremonies, there was, let's say, a bit of a question and answer session that was done with multiple players. Rohit Sharma being one of the first of them who was called up onto the stage, and he did have a few interesting things to say, and that's what we're going to be discussing in this particular video. First off, he was asked about, how it is that the fan reception was, and obviously it was going to be something big, and he pinpointed something that a lot of people have been talking about for ages. He said that the way players were desperate to win an ICC World Cup, the public was even more desperate. So I'm very happy. He went on to actually thank the fans for the way they welcomed him, and of course name check not only how the fans reacted, but also the interaction they had with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and of course the celebrations that they have seen. Don't forget, they've been traveling a lot. They reached Delhi, then they traveled from there, then they went to Mumbai, then there was the road show. So they've seen a lot of elation, including one fan who was so keen to catch a glimpse of his heroes that he was climbed right on top of a tree that ended up actually scaring the Indian players for a split second, but then they all saw the light side of it and ended up having a bit of a laugh. One thing that was no laughing matter, on the other hand, in the final was that final over in which 16 were needed to defend, and were it not for an absolutely stunning, spectacular catch from Suryakumar Yadav, you may very well have not been celebrating at all. And in fact, Rohit paid special credit, let's say, to that particular moment. He said that for Suryakumar Yadav to be able to take that catch of David Miller was very exceptional. It was a great effort from him. And Rohit went on to add that, at that point in time, it's mostly instinct that kicks in, because you've practiced so many things in the nets and in your practice sessions. It's all about just falling back on that and trusting your instincts. Despite that, he said, it was an amazing effort from Sky, because at that point in time, the pressure, well, it was, no pun intended, sky high. But this wasn't the only interesting thing, because again, if you think Sky was the only player he paid a little tribute to, in an indirect manner, he paid a nice little nod or a doff of the hat, let's say, to Virat Kohli as well. How so? Because when he was asked about, the amount of work that has been done to get to this point in time, he said something rather interesting. He said that I'm very proud of this team. The work for this started 3 to 4 years ago, and it was a process to put a thought into it and work towards it. So as he said, it was something that actually the work for all of this, the glory, the foundations were laid about 3 to 4 years back. Now, Rohit 3 to 4 years back had just about taken up the captaincy, but a lot of the work at that point in time had been put in by Kohli. And so in a way, this was, let's say, Rohit's nice way of doffing his hat to his, predecessor, something that even Kohli had done. Kohli praised Rohit a lot when they were talking, but again, it's nice to see the mutual respect between the two legends, and these were some of the more interesting talking points from this particular interaction. It was brief, but a lot of interesting things said. You can let us know in the comments what were your favorite bits, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the Sports app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead and check out some other videos we've done as well. For now though, from my side, it is goodbye.